warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdullah Sami Al Jamil, and today I will talk about our system that we created me with my friend, which is online bookstore system. And I will be talking about phase one, which contain the problem description and the system capability and the system benefit. And I will start with the problem description. Each semester that we start, doctor asks us to bring some books. Then students start to look for those books everywhere. They start first at the library at the GIC, and every time when we go over there, we don't find our needed book. So next thing, we go to applications, same WhatsApp or Telegram, to ask students or ask our friend. And if we don't find this book, we start the last step, which we go take someone his book and copy it from any library, which this process is very long. So me and with my friend, we think about this idea to convert the physical library into an online library, which student can buy and sell and offer their book and their used books. And the system capability, the system has many capability. The first one, verify user login account data, which this will give you a security. The second thing is store all books available on the system database. The third one, enable student to purchase new or used book. And the fourth one, allow student to sell new or used book. And these 2 points, it's better than the physical library because it's only offering a new book, which is very expensive price. The next one is store, update, and delete books data. You can do all these things with the website. The second one is enable student to search for book. You can search for any book that you want. If it's there, you can buy it. The next one, allow to edit the post. If you post something, you are able to edit if you want to change the price or the information or anything. The second one, allow user to update their account and book information. You can, like the condition of the book, you can change it if no one buy your book and there is a damage happen to that book, you can change the condition for that book. The next one, provide a flexible payment method, which is very easy way to pay. The next one, allow student to post an image of the book on the website, which this one will give you a feedback about that condition of that book. And the last one, enable both buyer and seller to chat on the website, which this one will give you an easy contact between the buyer and the seller. Moving to the next one, which is the system benefit, provide an efficient way to exchange book by connecting the buyer and seller in one platform. You don't need to go to another program or something or call him, so you can meet him or ask him about that book. The second one, communication between the buyer and seller of book, which will make the book acquiring process more efficient, which will much easier than going with that at the beginning that I mentioned, the long process. The third one, the ability to buy or sell book at any time between the buyer and seller. You can ask him anytime going on the website. The last one, reduce paper waste and limit cutting by redistributing the books, which this one kind of recycle. And thank you for your listening, and moving to my friend Salman.
Hello everyone, my name is Salman Bassam Hitib, and I will be talking about the functional and non-functional requirements of our project. Now we will start with the functional requirements for our project. Functional requirements are very important in system development as they capture the user needs and help in meeting the scope of the project. Now we move on to the functional requirements of the buyer. The buyer can register an account if the user doesn't already have one. The buyer can also log into account if the buyer already have one. The buyer can view book category to look for a book he wishes to buy. The buyer can update personal information, view personal information, and also delete personal information. The buyer can purchase a book on the website, and the buyer can view books available on the website. The buyer can view reviews of both the books and the sellers on the website. The buyer can also write reviews of both books and sellers on the website. The buyer can update account. The buyer can also search for a book and select a book. The buyer can add personal information. Now we'll move on to the functional requirements of the seller. The seller can register an account, log into account, choose a book category for the post box. The seller can update personal information, view personal information, and delete personal information. The seller can sell a book on the website. The seller can also view transaction summary on the website. The seller can post book price on the website and also change book price on the website. The seller can update account. The seller can post a description of the book on the website. The seller can also post an image of the book on the website to show and send transfer receipt. And the seller can also add personal information. The seller can also delete the post from the website. Now we move on to the functional requirements of the administrator. The administrator can log into account, access user accounts, update user accounts, and modify user accounts, and also delete user accounts. The administrator can access book data, modify book data, and also delete books from the website. The administrator can view the reviews that are posted on the website. The administrator can delete those reviews on the website. The administrator can create a new book category on the website. The administrator can modify current book categories on the website. And the administrator can also delete book category from the website. The administrator can receive receipt. The administrator can accept posts that are requested by the seller. The administrator can also reject posts that are requested by the seller. Finally, we move on to the non-functional requirements of our project. The system prevents errors by sanitizing the inputs. The database capacity will be dynamically sized depending on the user entries. User data will be protected by the system, and the system will be effortless and seamless to use. The system can handle many entries at the same time with a high performance. Now that's it for me. Now we will continue with my friend Saud.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Saud Aid Tamsan. I will complete what my partner Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Salman started, and I will talk about face design. And in our face design, we have activity diagram, like what we see now. We have 4 actors, the first one buyer, the second one seller, and the third one admin, last one system. In the first, the buyer can log in and resile, update the account, push his book, and communicate with the other through conversation on the site. And the second one is the seller. Seller can log in, resile, and a few other books he wants to sell. Actually, he's same the buyer, but the difference is the seller can pay a book inside the website. But before he pay a book, he should pay the commission by transferring the money to the account, to the site account, and after that he can add the book in the system. Admin, he can see who is transferred the commission to the site account and give him the approval to add the book. And the last one, the system, is make sure that the information match and the information is not duplicated and the account is not repeated. And the interface. The interface, we have the interface for logging and interface for Desire and interface for display book. There will be many other interface that will make the site easy to use and which will give the user a lot of options that enable him to use the site with easily way and interesting website. And we have the first interface we create for login and for Desire, available book, and the search. And this is just a demo. And after that, we change the site to better interface. And I think I'm done now. I need to thank you for listening, and I will let my partner Umar and Wael complete the presentation.
Thank you, my friend Sood. Hello, my name is al-shaya, and today I'm going to talk about the implementation of our system. First of all, I'm going to talk about the database of our system. We use MySQL to our database. And the first one, which is database for the post, and this image show a view of content in the post table, and each table in our database is separate from the other table or from the other database. The second one, which is chat room, and this image show a view of content in conversation table. All messages are stored in a table regardless who is the sender and who's the receiver. The third one, which is database for the user, and user data is stored in user table, and passwords are encrypted to protect user in case of breach. The encryption also prevents admin from seeing a user passwords. Now I'm going to talk about the code in our system. First of all, I'm going to talk about the main function in our system. And we use PHP to do our system. First of all, login. This piece of code is responsible for handling the login and logout functions. The first two if statement is check if the username and the password are not empty, and the last two if statements of checking the validity of entering data. The session is ending when a user log out from the system. The second one, which is registration. Registration requires multiple error checking function. If a user enters an invalid email without @ symbol, an error is produced. The next one, which is sell your book. And this code is responsible for the book adding function. It ensures that book listing can only be added to registered and login user. And the code also handles image insertion to the form. Lastly, inputs are redirected to certain characters limits to prevent database error. And the next one, which is listing. This code simply get a listing details such as title, encryption, description, name, phone from the database and displays it on the request page. The next one, which is chat room. The chat room function requires user to be logged in to send messages. Once a user sends a message, a timestamp is attached to the message ID. if the message is longer than 256 characters or the network connection become unavailable, an error is produced. Now, my friend Omar Al-Qahtani will talk about our system and test the system. Thank you so much.
I'm Omar Al-Qahtani. Today I will talk about our website, and I will complete what my friend al-shaya finished. This is my account. This is the login page. You can register it here, or you can log in if you have an account. I already have an account, so I will go through the login. This is my account page. So this is my name, this is my email, and this is the icon picture for my profile. The menu, dashboard, listing, favorite chats, account details, and you can log out. I will take you step by step from beginning to ending to see the whole our website. So I will go to the home to see the all book we have. The seller want to sell their book in our website, so you can see the all listing. And this is the category for all branch, the male branch and female branch, the major for branches. And this is the price range. You can filter it from minimum to maximum and apply the filter. And this is the also have more filters. If you want to sell your book, you will go to the icon from there. You can see the select category. You can put any category you want, such as accounting, and there is all the requirement. You should put it in your book to the admin accept or reject your book. So you can see the title, price, reference, last for IBAN digit, and the description and the image for the book. So if you finish all the requirements, you will click the submit, and you will receive an email if the admin accepts it. So I'm already did this thing before I start, because there is I don't have much time to did it now. So I will go to the admin page. You can see my book, accounting, the situation pending. The posted date before 15 minutes ago. So the admin, he will go through the accounting book, my book. He will see all the requirements, the description, the category, the price, and the most important things, the reference number and the last 4 IBAN digits. Because we will make sure to receive our money to our accounts. And this is the contact details. And if everything is correct, the admin will change the situation from pending to published and updates. Now, if the admin accepts your books, if you will go through the website, you will see my books in the listing box. You can see my book, new, my name before 54 minutes ago, and this is the picture for my book. This is when I was a seller. When I was a buyer, I want to buy anything here. I will go through this book. This is the book. This is the price for the book, the title for the book, the picture for the book, and you can see the overview, the category, description, and you can share it or report the book, and you can leave any review you want it. So there is a free option for the contact the seller. The first option, you can contact the seller from his number, and you can see there is a hidden number for the security from the bots, and you can click it and show all the number and contact with the seller. And there is a chat. You can chat directly from our website into the seller. You can chat with him, and you can send email to the seller. So this is the how can you sell or buy book in our website. So if you will go to the account, my account, and you will see my listing, I will see my account, my book. If I want to edit, I will edit it. And if I want to delete this book, I will delete it. And if I want to mark as sold, I will mark as sold, and it will show in the home page like sold out. So this is the everything. I talk it shortly in our website. I have more things I want to talk it about our website, but there is no time to talk it. So thank you for listening, and see you soon.